Hello, welcome back. Okay, so my name is Ryan, FKA P800 guy. I'm not sure what the new name is gonna be, but we'll figure it out as we go along. But thank you for tuning in. I don't know if you watched the previous video, but I was just basically stating my my mission statement on what I'm here to do. As mentioned, I used to do the P800 stuff, the printing, the DTF printing with the machine and just give tutorials. But now I've just figured that there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. There's a lot of people who are looking to do business, and there's a lot of people that are in the printing business already looking to, expand or make more money, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. So forgive me for, maybe not having the best technical sounds and all this stuff to the videos yet. As I go along, I'm gonna learn more and try to do little things just to make the experience more enjoyable. But today I'm just gonna get into my story on how I got to doing print brokerage. Right? So, yes, I could, I said I'm gonna, teach people how to, make money, turn $500 to $100,000 and all that stuff, which is cool. And, we'll get there eventually. But, these videos here are just to tell you my story, because I could tell you how to do this, how to do that, how to do this, and you'll do what I did or what I'm telling you to do, and it won't work, and you'll get discouraged and you'll move on, right? So my job here is just to basically say, yo, listen, there's money to be made in this print industry, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take effort. We're here for the long run. This ain't Forex, this ain't crypto. This is like, no shade to Forex girl, because I actually do those as well. But this is something where I'm looking to do it long term with you guys, or just show I've done it long term and show you how I got there. So if you do want the truncated version, maybe down the line that's something I'll sell in a masterclass, or I don't know, whatever, because right now I do printing. I don't do all that. But for now, I gotta hold myself accountable, as I said in the last video. So these are the reason why I do these videos. One, to show you guys how I got it done, and two, to hold myself accountable, because I can get complacent as well. So my story, how did I get into printing? Honestly, I'm a religious guy, so it's by the grace of God that I fell into this. I was doing insurance with a company, and I was working for people doing the 9-to-5 stuff. No shade to 9-to-5, gotta get your money, but it wasn't for me. And I was pretty much getting depressed at my job, even though it was making, a good money. It was making a sustainable living. And I remember I was engaged at the time as well too, and I'm like, man, I can't do this anymore. I was sitting down just on a phone all day and having to ask when to go to the bathroom and take my lunch and break, and have to do this and clock in and clock out, and hey, it might work for you, didn't work for me. So I did something crazy. I actually went to my fiance at the time's father, so my father-in-law now, and I was like, Pops, yo, he did printing. So I was like, man, just show me how to print. I need to do something. I just literally just said, I just need to learn something. I need to learn something. So just, can you show me how to print? You've been doing this for years and years and years. Show me how to do it. And he was like, Ryan, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, why don't you sell printing? I'm like, what do you mean sell printing? He's like, yeah, I can print and then I'll do the printing, but you can sell it. And so I was just like, wait, people do that? Because you don't really think it's a business that people do. So then I'm like, okay. So I started researching it, started looking into it, started looking into printing, different stuff, flyers. It started with like flyers, business cards, postcards. That's what you usually start with. So I was just, and then I realized, wait a minute, I can buy this from somebody and sell it to somebody and take my profit in between. And that is something that can be done? Yes, it could be. How, you ask? Well, there's a lot of companies out there who, a lot of printers out there what's the word here? So they would rather, or they don't mind selling printing to you at a cheaper price, knowing that you are bringing more volume to them. So essentially, you're getting orders for that printer that they wouldn't have gotten on their own. So they didn't have to put no effort into getting it. Therefore, they are willing to drop their cost for you. Crazy concept. And because they're dropping the cost for me, I can put my profit on it, because remember, We don't have any overhead. I mean, I got a little office now, but at the time I was working from home. And yes, you can work from home 100%. A lot of print brokers work from home. So your overhead is slim to none, right? So once you take that, you put your, so say for instance, 500 business cards is 10 bucks. What's 500 business cards going for right now? I don't know, 50, 60 bucks, depending on who's buying and depending on the type of card. You put your profit on that, that's a what, 200-300% markup. And this is normal. This is not anything outlandish. This is what I do, right? And you just expand that to, like I said, to sweaters. I actually printed this sweater myself. To posters like you see there, the backdrop behind me, anything that can be printed, you can find someone who will print it for cheaper, who will give it to you to sell for your profit. Crazy, right? And all you have to do is bring people in. So you have to market to those people. We'll go over that as well too. So anyways, back to my story. I started doing it. So I was working my job while I was starting to do this print brokering stuff. So going closer to my wedding, I saw that, okay, listen, if I'm only dedicating 3 hours to this printing and I'm making, in the year that I made the transition, I made about 30,000 in that year working 3 hours a day. So I'm like, I mean, on top of my job. So I do my job and in between, you know, sell some printing, go home, do my stuff. I'll tell you how to do that stuff after. But I just realized, I'm like, wait a minute, this is real. So I don't recommend you to do this, but what I did, I actually quit on my wedding day. I was at my wedding and I was like, yo, I quit. And I decided to dive right into it. Yes, I had a little plan. I spoke to one of my friends who do business planning and he's like, you know, try to save up at least 6 months of income so you can pay your essential items, your essential bills and stuff like that, so you can lay all into this business. Whatever business you do, if you want it to be successful, you have to give it time. And if you give it time, it will be good to you. I promise you, as long as you have a good idea. And print brokering is a great idea, okay? And like I said, the investment is minimal. The investment is your time, okay? And once you learn the print brokering, it expands to so many different things. You know, one of these days I'll swing my camera around so you could see some of the things. I'll take you a tour around my little office, but there's so many different things, right? Including t-shirts, including DTF. So DTF printing. So for those of you who've been doing the DTF with your P800, ain't nothing wrong with that because I was doing it, but there are companies out there who will be selling you for DTF, well, sold me at least, for 0.25 cents a square inch. That's crazy. That's pretty much the same money I was making doing it myself if you factor in your time and labor, right? So there's so many different aspects we can go with this. And so in the next video, I'm going to just go a little bit more onto how we did the marketing, how I kind of spread the word that I'm doing print brokering, because my mission is to show you how to do this with less than $500. You can make over 100K with less than $500, but you're gonna have to give it your time. So until next time, like, subscribe, follow, comment, whatever, if you like this. If you don't like it, then click on, go find something else. But I'm gonna keep on doing these. I don't care if I get 1 view. I have to do these. I'll show my kids one day. Anyways, peace out, thank you, and have a great day.